Hi everybody, it's Sharon with Life with Sharon and welcome back. I do apologize for last week. I only had one kind of small video when I was in Florence, Oregon, and really it's because I was exhausted all week. I had gotten bit by that spider bite. It ended up being a spider bite and it kind of knocked me out. It inflamed my body. It made my breathing worse. I mean, it was a nightmare on top of not sleeping, and I was already not sleeping very well the week before. I'm still not sleeping very well, but I have gotten a lot of things done today. I'm starting to feel a little bit better, but I wanted to explain to everybody that sometimes I will have 2, 3, maybe 4 videos between regular videos and little shorts that go flying up on my social media platforms, and then other weeks due to my health I will only have maybe one, and I try to crank that out even if it's a short one. I like to also be moved. I want to have something to say. I don't want to just say nothing and just be noise, right? So anyways, on those times where I'm not feeling well and I'm self-reflecting when I can, and I'm not being very vocal with the world, it's because I'm just so overwhelmed by whatever's happening inside my world, like inside myself, that I just don't have the energy and I don't have the oomph or the creative spark to do a video. Sometimes that can just seem so overwhelming when you have a lot of physical health things going on all at one time. That said, I am at my pre-op appointment. I have check-in in a few minutes. It's for the carpal tunnel release surgery. Now, I'm not nervous about the surgery itself, which is kind of amazing in itself because I usually have like a white coat phobia to doctors and surgeries, and IVs especially have always freaked me out. But for some reason, I'm doing okay with that, which is great, although surgery's not for another week, so who knows. But I am a little freaked out about the pain I'm going to be experiencing afterwards because I have a very low pain tolerance now that I'm older. It's amazing to me that when I was in my 20s and I had 4 children, I had them all with zero pain control whatsoever. If I was in that same situation now, I'd be like, knock me out, give me a cesarean. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I just know that since my 40s and all the surgeries that I've had in my 40s, for some reason, I am super duper sensitive to the slightest amount of pain. And so I'm very, very nervous. I've seen some videos on YouTube where people have had this surgery done, and they're like, yeah, it hurts for a couple days and then I'm fine. And then other people say, it hurts for a couple days and then they're not fine and they take for a long time to recover. When the surgeon first mentioned this to me, that I was going to be having this done, he said that, it should be manageable pain-wise, after about 72 hours. Well, when I had a procedure done on my shoulder, I was told the same thing. And 11 hours later, my son finally took me to the ER because I was in uncontrollable, unbelievable, just excruciating pain that was only getting worse and worse and worse, and it never got better. And that sucked because for 11 hours I tried really hard until finally my son put his foot down, was like, no, Mom, I'm taking you now. I've had a few other things like that where it shouldn't have hurt the way it hurt, and it was just completely out of control, like out of the park pain. So I don't know why I'm so sensitive to pain, but anyways, I'm gonna just leave it at that. I just wanted you guys to know why sometimes I'm here a lot online and sometimes I disappear, and a lot of it, like I said, is absolutely my health. So I will try to crank out a couple of videos, at least one more this week, before the surgery on the 18th of August, because I'm not sure when I'll be able to actually get a video online. For everybody who are naysayers, you can keep your comments to yourself, or just understand I'm not going to respond to any negativity. To all of my supporters out there, I would love nothing more but good vibes and good prayers to be sent my way starting now, because it doesn't hurt to get a week jump on that in that arena. All right, y'all. Much love. Talk to you later. Thanks for stopping by. Have a nice day. Until next time, toodles.